Greetings and salutation. Hey, how's everybody doing? Um, I originally thought of, say, okay, I'm gonna get in my regal best. I'm gonna, look, great on that. But, I just thought, let's be crazy. Let's bring our hair up. Let's be silly. Let's have fun with it. Cause this time we're looking at a Doctor Who episode. In this case, a two-parter. We're looking at part 1, though. And this one was actually adapted from a Doctor Who 1995 Doctor Who novel, Human Nature.
This watch, Martha. This watch is...
So this time we're looking at the episode, Human Nature. But before I go into full details about it, I have a question for you. We are... For you. So what happened in this episode? Well, in this episode, the Doctor, and along with, Martha Jones, hide from, his pursuers, the Family of Blood, in a public school in 1913. He transforms himself into a human, and then puts false persona of a school teacher called John Smith to avoid detection until the family's life runs out. One thing this episode does is that it has quite a lot of, things that make me think, okay, okay, you guys are having a little bit of silliness to it. I haven't read the novel, based on this one, so I can't really say, okay, is this one, say, some ideas in it a little silly, or some of them just, okay. The ways it's written in the book isn't different. In one sequence of the episode, there are scarecrows that just pop out because the Family of Blood, they are using them as, conduits, in a way, that will, say, okay, go forfeit, do our biddings and all that. And at that moment, it did kind of remind me of, say, okay, first we have a reference to a bit of Goosebumps.
No! No! Help me! Help me!
And then, say, a second later, we have a reference to, Stephen King. I mean, that's just as, say, a little bit of, pop culture reference. At least that's how I viewed it. But for an episode, say, we have had several episodes in, say, the past where, say, the Doctor is pretending to be a human, or he is having the persona of a man, in this case, John Smith. That is a moniker that has been used many times for him. Whenever he's, say, okay, I can't go by the Doctor right now, so I'm having to, blend in with society.
I mean, there's no reason why you shouldn't. If you do, you may not. I probably won't. But even if I did, then I couldn't. I mean, I wouldn't want to.
The stairs.
What about the
They're
stairs?
right behind you. Stop it. I get boys causing less fuss than this.
But it hurt.
And I kind of say some aspects of it, say the sequence in which the character of Jeremy Baines, I think it's Jeremy Baines, he ends up finding the ship, and at first I thought, when he first finds it, he's going to say, wait, what's this? What is this force field? And I thought that moment, I thought when he is doing that, I thought say. When he first discovers that, I say, what? I thought he was gonna say, say, what is this? What? I thought he would be say, what is this nonsense or something like that. I thought it would be more nonsensical. But no, he just goes to say, huh, what is this? And then he just waltzes in, like a fine howdy-do.
I want to know what you look like.
Oh, that's easily answered. Because very soon, we will look so familiar.
But yeah, I thought, like, say, the fact that this story takes place in 1913, but then again, like, say, there have been episodes of Doctor Who where they've gone back even farther, and then suddenly aliens show up with with laser guns, and it's like, say,
Hey, you.
okay, yeah, I like the little bit of, like, say, the fact that, the Doctor is having this persona of John Smith, like, he is, like, yeah, he had the false memories. So what that happens is he is writing a journal and, like, sketching, and, like, say, like, wait, is this part of my life a dream? Is it a memory? What happened? So what ends up happening, though, is, like, say, there's a sequence in which he remembers all his past incarnations.
I sometimes think how magical life would be if stories like this were true.
If only.
Or just a dream.
But at the end of it, like, say, like, there's one character, in this case, Tim Latimer, played by Thomas Brody Sangster. He ends up finding the stopwatch, the watch that, Thawb watch that the Doctor had used that has his essence in it. So, like, he has all the thoughts, and I was like saying, he becomes entranced by the thought, like, okay, Time Lords, and all that. So, then eventually at the climax takes place in a school where, like a townhouse, or the village, where a party is having, it's a big old town dance. And then what happened is the family comes out and say, "Oh, Doctor, what is this now?"
We need a Time Lord.
Easily done. Change back.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Change back!
I literally do not know.
Give me! She's your friend, isn't she? Doesn't this scare you enough to change back?
I don't know what you mean.
And he ends up, like, basically saying, I don't know what this timey wibbly, I don't know this wobbly timey this timey-wimey wibbly-wobbly nonsense is. What are we talking about here? And, then the alien's gonna say, now, are you gonna change back? Or are we gonna have to, like, hurt both Martha and,
Kill. Maid or matron? Your friend or your lover? Your choice.
the character of Joan. And, yeah, that's how the episode ends. It's actually, I thought it wasn't too bad. It made me think, okay, what's next? I feel like that's how a show should be, especially for two-parters. But, I'll see you next time.